we kind of were winging it. I mean, we were still, still getting business in the door, but nothing was defined or didn't have a process in place.
Yeah.
And so anytime we had a client sign up for tax planning or, the CFO services, kind of just, it felt in the moment that we knew what we were doing. But now going through this exercise and this program, it's much more clear and defined of exactly what needs to be asked in the format that needs to be asked as well. Versus before was kind of just like, oh, they said yes. Like, oh. So missed revenue was, implementing the IRS auto reviews, collecting your payment upfront, which is something that's abnormal, I feel like. So getting out of our comfort zone to make that ask and embed that in the process was huge. So that was a huge increase. Charging for extensions, something that we're not comfortable, we're doing for free before. Now we're making money. I believe I calculated around 4,000. And that's only from additional revenue based off our tax preparation at the time, because we did it during tax season.
Yeah.
So definitely look forward. And we kind of halted the tax planning calls and, introductory calls just because of the craziness of tax season. I felt like there was just a better way. There has to be a better way. I've done programs in the past and currently in some programs as I did this one, and everyone has their own method, but this one really just paints the picture more clearly. And then having all that additional prep going into the meeting, it saves more time and you know exactly what to say in the moment, which is helpful. I was listening to Abundant Accountant podcast for months.
Yeah.
And then eventually tax season started. I was going into my business full time, leaving my W-2 employer.
Yeah.
And I guess at the time, I wanted more guidance. I needed more mentorship, and because I wanted this to succeed. I want this is my full-time job now.
Yeah.
And I wanted someone to show me if am I headed in the right direction. I don't want to, because I'm the sole breadwinner of the family. So if something goes wrong or awry, it's going to be huge turmoil within the household, right? Got to pay the bills. And so having taken that leap of faith essentially into the Abundant Accountant and having that guidance and the mentorship and just making it so much easier, and it made tax season easier, even if the craziness.
Tax season.
Yes, because there's a lot of things that we were going through that could be implemented right away. What's the phrase they always say? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And so the go together part could be your circle, not only your friends, your family, your peers, but also the mentors you have around you. So I would consider the Abundant Accountant, both you and Denise, to be one of my mentors. And so, because I want to grow the firm long term, right? I'm looking at that long term vision. And so you can make the mistakes along the way, and it could take you a couple of years, and maybe you figure it out, maybe you don't.
Right.
But to accelerate that process, and it could be costly. So to accelerate that process and have someone by your side who's done it over and over and over again in multiple scenarios with multiple firm owners, it just gets you much, much quicker than you could have done it by yourself.